What's up, you legends, and welcome back to the Fabled Storm, and we're going to be continuing playing God of War. I took one hell of a break on this game, mainly because I just had a lot of stuff going on. Interesting time in life, but we're going to get right back into it. If you like this content, like and subscribe. We'd love to have you on the channel, and we're going to get right into it and see how far we can get. I think we might make it to the lake.
You left me to fight alone.
I did.
People are one thing. Everything else you fight. Until I say stop or we are dead. Understand? Pull your weight or we go home.
I understand.
Good then.
Yeah. And then open this up. Get in here.
That looks inviting.
Don't worry, boy. It'll be perfectly fine. I mean, you don't know what I am, but I know what I am. Ooh. Kind of look like one of the dead, like, Spartan warriors in God of War 2 or something. Or like Pandora's box. Or, excuse me, Pandora's temple. Pandora's box. I don't know how I could look like that. That wouldn't make any sense at all. Yeah, boy, I understand how it works. Heck yeah, check that out.
Wait there.
Because I'm awesome. Yeah, wait there while I beat the shit out of these guys. Ow! And I run into whoa, excuse you. I said I took a break, not that I was so rusty I was just gonna let you have your way with me. Go screw yourselves. You lied to me. You told me your arms couldn't throw flames anymore. Yeah, okay, yeah. I think he kept, like, falling on the spikes and cutting himself. There we go, that's what I was trying to do. I don't know why that was so damn difficult. I will just Spartan kick you into oblivion. Those kicks look amazing. Like, if you kicked somebody like this in real life, you'd probably do, I mean, especially if you were an incredibly fit, like, wow. I mean, I kept pressing the button that I thought it was, and nothing would happen. The same thing happened earlier. I was going to check to see if I did some stuff, and, like, Atreus was in the way, so it wouldn't let me go anywhere. It was annoying. Wow. No thanks. Oh yeah, it's gonna make me just kick you into the spikes till you're dead, bro. Ugh. I took way more damage there than I would have liked. That sucks. I guess I just got used to the controls in the other games I've been playing. Hey, don't kill yourself. How about stop the spikes from coming? You gonna come on? Oh, shiz. No, you're not.
Now, boy.
It hasn't fallen so far on me that the puzzles aren't trying to kill me yet. There we go. Yeah, okay. Now the buttons are working the way they're supposed to. I'm not kidding. I've had all sorts of problems with recording God of War. You'll hear in the last two episodes that I had some sort of like weird reverb going on, or more like an echo, like the audio from Kratos and Atreus. I was about to call him Kratos. I've been messing their names up. Man, I am having just all sorts of problems. I don't know what's going on with me, but
Wasn't sure we're gonna get out of there.
Trust I will not let us die.
because the reason they make this available for you to see is because you gotta spin it up enough. Well, damn it. That you can get above this thing and then hit it. The last time I was able to do it without it, because I actually recorded an episode where I got further than this, and then I realized that I had no subtitles on and the audio was just absolute shit. So I went, oh, that's not great. I don't like that. I want decent audio. And like, you couldn't hear anything anybody was saying. So I changed the way everything was this time. There we go. I knew it was around somewhere. Man, I just got all kinds of rusty. Yeah, because I think this is a blood moon. Yep. On a blood mead. And I need those to increase other things. Alright, I got all the specialty stuff here. Jump across
This
that.
way.
Thanks for doing what I asked you to do. Man, yeah, because the first time I had a great showing, but I was playing everything back to back. I was in my groove. I was super like, yeah. And then, like now.
Wow. Never been this close to the mountain before. Looks so big. Wish Mom was here to see it.
I won't ruin this moment with some sort of joke.
Come, boy.
Just bearded Chad Kratos is just what we needed to feel good about this game coming back out. I will say, when they said we're gonna be releasing another God of War, and they were like, oh, it's Norse. When the first leaks came
Hey, look
out,
at that.
I was super
What
skeptical.
is it?
Boy,
Look, there are runes written along the side.
what does it say?
As we are, we two, we three. As I alone can never be.
A riddle.
Maybe there's a clue around here.
I know where it is. I'll go get it. Well, I think I also forgot that I switched up to like the classic mode
Seems like maybe
for
those runes
combat
should be
and stuff.
turning.
Because the first couple of times I played this, I didn't even know that was an option. And then this time I went through and I was looking at the settings just to sort of remind myself, and I was like, wait, I can make it like the old God of Wars? And I went ahead and made that happen. Yeah, I know. I gotta get it in the hole. That's a piece.
I think that part's right.
Yeah, I think so too, boy. What made you think that? How do you like them apples,
That's it.
boy?
I see runes.
Boy, what do those runes say?
Oh, it says family. That's not a clue. It's the answer. What I alone can never be. Right?
Use your knife and trace the runes into the sand.
Really? Kinslow. Something happened!
Kratos is just like, I don't know this before.
It worked!
There were puzzles everywhere with great slumber. We haven't been. They were at Edward's temple. They were inside the mountain of Olympus. I was in a labyrinth once, boy.
I'm happy with my
I
block,
killed
but
the maker of the labyrinth.
I'm happier we're leaving this
You
place.
should know.
It is behind us now.
I was not kind to him. I killed him. Very much.
I also one time killed King Midas.
What's that
You
up
might
there?
have heard of him. The man who touched things and turns it to gold? Yeah, kind of a legend. But you, boy, you must know that when I did those things, I was at a different place in my life. I hated the gods. They had done everything to me. I even had a different voice back then, but my throat got crushed when I came here, and my voice got deeper. I also aged a little bit, so you understand.
Heck yeah, it did.
Because I am a badass boy. Never forget that. I remember before I had you, I sounded something like, Zeus, you will not see the end of this day. I will have my revenge.
Boy.
That
These
was
tracks.
a very different voice, wasn't it, boy?
A boar, maybe? Not sure. But I'll find it.
Go. It is important for a warrior to keep his skills sharp.
Another
Focus up, boy.
Kick your ass. Yeah, I know I'm on fire. I can see it, kid. Stupid bastard. Thanks for the healing stone, boy. I need it. No, not the hell with this guy, right? You bastard. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and beat you up and take as much of your life as I possibly can. In the very short time that I can even use for Shouldn't you be like fizzling out or into something like that? Because you are standing in water. And you're like a fire guy, but this is where you came from, so you immune to fire? Kill him. Oh, come on. No friendly fire? You tired son of a bitch. How dare you hit me? What an epic way to kill him. I do kind of miss that in like the 2016 demo. They had a scene where he wants Atreus to finish him off.
Only one more!
And he's like, I told you to kill it. And you hesitated. You can't do that. And I actually really like that. I thought that was a really cool mechanic that I would have liked to have seen. You friggin'... I need to use Atreus
That's
more.
over.
Me too. And I should have used you more, boy. I tell you, just some hella rustiness. But I think I took it down fairly quick and easy. It was nice. Oh, I hear a thing. I also believe that there's a, I thought you were a mask. Of course not. Just a friggin' hack silver
Wish Mom was
treasure
here.
BS.
I too wish Mother was here, boy. You and I both miss her. Never forget that.
Oh. Ooh. You're gonna tell me I have a heavy runic attack now? Guess I'll go ahead and apply it. I'm gonna cut all this shit out anyway. We need more experience, boy. Yeah, I can do the full thing in wrath. Get it where whatever hacks over in health that I can. Finish that puzzle. Which, you know, amazingly enough, the last time that I did this, I was able to do it first try. Wow, that was not aimed right at all. Let's alley-oop. Just how easily he throws them up. But also how much he must have been like, must control your strength so you don't send him into orbit. I mean, if you can pick up a tree and carry it on your shoulder, odds are you can pick that kid up and throw him into orbit.
Boy, over here.
Huh. Interesting. I may want to write that down.
I would throw him straight out of Midgard. Which is where we are.
Oh, yeah. Completely forgot that I was trying to do this earlier. Whee! Gotta kill
Here.
Odin's stuff.
What does it say?
The runes symbolize the three Nornir,
Nornir.
the Fates.
The Fates. No good comes from them.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
pretty sure I was able to do this the first try. In this one. Like when I first made contact with the bells.
The chest should be open now.
Heck yeah. And the first time I played this game and tried to do that, it took a minute before I had it down. Or maybe it was the controls. They just felt really weird. Yeah, more health. We have more health because of the apples of Eden.
The apples of the down.
Every time Kratos has a night terror and
Boy,
he has a
I
flashback,
hear
he just
animal
switches
knew
switches
it.
voices. Just jumps down like it's nothing. I'm just gonna do a free fall off a cliff.
Shoot when you're ready. Remember, draw to your chest. The wild boar's hide is thick.
But I hit it, didn't I? I did what you said and it looked like it bounced off. Could the boar be magical?
What do you think?
It looked weirder than any boar I've ever seen.
Get after it then.
It's also very interesting because Kratos' skin in this, in the game, you know,
Stay alert.
in the
One of
other
those
ones he
people?
was way more
Something
like
else.
he was just like white with the red, like birthmark tattoo of his brother. But the thing that I found interesting is that in this one, when you get real close in some of these cutscenes, it actually looks like he has ash attached to him. Which is a really neat feature that I thought should be brought up. I'm sure other people have already brought it up, like, oh, we noticed that 4 years ago, bruh. You're so far behind. But you know what? I don't care. I don't care. I'm playing this
Robin
game
here,
now,
too.
and it's awesome.
You been fighting?
Probably. I mean, we did have those guys that wanted to eat us earlier, boy. Don't you know? Cannibalism's all the rage right now. I guess because, you know, we're in a weird world. Free Vikings? Because I'm pretty sure in the time of the Vikings, the gods had actually left Midgard. That's how they have their legends. Like, these things happened, but they happened, and then we came from this, and that the gods still existed in their time. They were just like never on Midgard. That was, I believe, how it goes. Because this is supposed to take place before, you know, Ragnarok and the fall of all the Norse gods and whatnot. So that's why they're still here. And you don't have a whole lot of people. Like, you have these small little like villages and settlements and stuff, but everything in this game is dead. I'm really looking forward to the next game because it looks like they fixed that. It looks like they're actual towns and like human beings and stuff, and it would be really nice if you could. Yeah, I know, the spiky headed ones are the ones I can't kill with the axe. I'm pretty sure I have to fight one in a second. Oh, I can't break that.
Look, it's squeezed under that pillar.
Oh, fine, I'll pick it up. But,
I got it.
he's learning.
Up,
He's
steady
adapting
in,
and overcoming.
accuracy over
He
speed.
is a neural network processor.
Yes!
Do not lose it.
He is the Terminator. And he likes to drop his knife. The Terminator. That's probably way too loud to be doing into the mic. Let's go, Kratos.
Boy,
Don't sound so nervous. Be a Chad, man, not a worried
boy!
dad.
Where are you?
Hurry, Father!
I'm pretty sure this is the wrong way to go.
Found it!
Yeah, I went through. I don't know if you're supposed to, like.
Atreus!
He's slowing down!
I want to say it's an illusion. I don't think this is. No, maybe it is right.
Wait for me, boy!
Father, over here!
Oh, wow. Well, I went a lot faster than I thought.
Atreus!
One way I got stuck before, and it was a nothing way. There we go. I was surprised the first time I did this. I made it through the whole thing and didn't even have to, like,
Atreus!
stop or do anything weird. Like, I didn't make any mistakes. But I don't know that I was rushing then. Ooh.
We didn't know he belonged to anyone.
He doesn't. He's my friend.
The boy was following my command.
Then help fix this. Hold here, please.
Man, those abs.
Hold, I said. He's losing
Only
blood.
Wish.
The last of his kind in all the realm, and you shoot him. You
If I
need
could
food?
get paid to work out, I would.
Target practice.
Target practice.
I'm so sorry.
Keep that pressure on. The blame is mine. I should have kept a closer eye.
Will he die?
I will not let him. You. The arrow cut a tideway inside him. Find both ends and hold them tightly. Start with the left side. Grab it and hold. Now the right side. Hold it tight. Good. Now pull them together. Line them up.
You're a witch.
I can't finish the healing here. My home is just beyond the trees there. You will carry him. He must not die.
I wonder why he must not
He
die.
seems stable and calm for now.
What happens if
Great
he dies? Does he have a greater significance?
This way.
Yeah, but unfortunately, the only way to get paid to work out is to is to be fit already
That
and to
bow's
be
a
able to
little
teach
big for
people.
you, isn't it?
My mother made it for me. Said I'd grow into it.
I've never seen you in these woods. She must miss you being away from home.
She's dead. We're taking her ashes to the highest peak in the realms.
Ashes?
It was her last wish.
Boy,
I'm sorry for your loss.
Or I wonder if the ashes is like a reference to Kratos. Because he's currently carrying his
We're here,
You live in a tree?
last
Not
wife's
in it.
ashes.
below it. Emily!
But he literally has on him
It's all right.
the ashes of his daughter and his first wife. A forever punishment.
Is he friendly?
boy.
I promise you, he's safe.
I wonder if they ever talked about that with Faye. If he was ever like, oh yeah, by the way,
You won't hurt anyone.
the other gods tricked me into killing my wife and daughter, and their ashes were cursed onto my skin to wear for as a punishment and a reminder for all eternity. You're cool with that, right? And she was sort of like, I guess so.
Place him on the stave there. Keep him still.
You live alone?
It's better this way.
Yeah, my father doesn't like people either.
Boy,
Well, you don't.
Hold him still before he hurts himself.
That's so funny to me.
Good. Easy. Rest now. I need 2 more things. Fresh red root grows just behind the house. Can you pull a cluster?
what else?
I know you're a god. Not of this realm, but there's no mistaking it. He doesn't know, does he? About your true nature? Or his own?
That is none of your concern.
The gods of these realms don't take kindly to outsiders, trust me. I know. When they find you, and they will, they'll make things difficult. The boy will want answers.
That will be my problem.
Whatever you're hiding, you cannot protect him forever. But you're right. Doesn't concern me. I also need lamb's cress. Do you mind? It's a white petal flower in my garden. Just a handful.
Fine. Lamb's cress.
I'm the fucking god of war. They order me around.
Sorry if it bothered anybody that I said that, but that's a joke. Because that was one of the things they cut out. It was actually kind of funny to me. There was actually a part where they were doing those lines, and the voice actor, Judge for Kratos, was like,
Lamb's crest. I'm the god of war.
"You're so weak, boy."
Would this help?
I dropped it?
When you were chasing the animal.
What's wrong with me?
You're not watching Daddy Noel's TikToks.
If I lost it, then
You did lose it.
You gotta get stronger, boy.
I'll take better care of it from now on.
You know, I like things like cosplay. I used to do cosplay. But I would hate to see like a live action adaptation of God of War. Just, oh, well, there's the door. We should probably go here. I was about to go all the way out of the way. Just because whoever they pick to play Kratos, everyone's going to pick it apart if it's not perfect. That was a lot of peas. Everybody still good?
Oh, exactly what I need.
So he's gonna
Crazy
live?
stuff.
Yes.
Then we are leaving.
Wait. Not without thanks. You want solitude? This mark will hide you from those
Kind
who
of
might
looks like
make
a
your
lizard
journey
person
difficult.
right there.
Luina. Luina. Himalay. There's a shortcut below the house that leads safely out of these woods. Follow this path down, then head towards daylight.
Will we see you again?
As much or as little as you like. Now get out of here.
Come, boy.
This underground passage should put you back on your path to the mountain. Just use the boat. Wait,
Got it.
and take this. You can use it to orient yourself and navigate the world. It will always steer you towards your goals.
Cool. Got it. Love it. Gotta have it.
I see a boat!
And you're about to see some nightmares.
Nightmare! Stay down! On your right! Incoming fire! No!
Let me kill these things, boy. There you go.
Nightmares. Mom used to tell me about them. Didn't think they were actually real.
Nightmares.
Yeah. They give people nightmares. Or they are nightmares. I don't remember which. I wish I could ask her.
Well, you cannot, boy. Your mother is dead.
Prepare yourself.
To live with that. Oh, these guys. How many times is this cute? Spartan.
Oop. Not what I meant to do. I forgot I was armed.
Isn't that heavy?
Yes.
Doesn't seem heavy.
You are asking too many questions, boy. Stop it. I will not explain to you how strong I am. Just accept it. Leave me alone. Do you understand, boy?
Do not touch the water.
Why?
Do you know what is under the surface?
No. It's pitch black.
Then do not touch the water.
Yeah, boy. Asking stupid questions. I guess that's not a stupid question. I mean, if you are learning... rather than... I mean, I feel like... I get it. Kratos is just like, don't do this, and the boy should accept it. But if you want him to remember not to do it and how to learn to see things, you do have to answer those questions. Which I guess Kratos technically did. He did say, can you see what's underneath it? And he was like, nah. As you all just heard, and I don't have to explain. But, And then the kid was like, oh, I don't understand. And he was like, do you want to die? And he was like, not really. Okay, well, that's what I thought. So stop asking dumb questions. Just, you know, think for a second, boy. Can you see what's underneath the water? No?
Over there.
Would be like if an old man said, wear boots in really tall grass, and you were like, why? And it was like, well, can you see what's in the grass? I don't want to have a copperhead bite me. Or any other snake or whatever. Not that I see a lot of those around here. Most of the time they're just king snakes.
Now we'll
Those
get to
are
the
fine.
mountain quick. I just can't believe I'm here during all this. There was a time I thought I'd never leave our woods. Or even my own beds.
You are not to blame for your sickness.
Oh, I know. I guess I'm just saying. This is great. There's the mountain. Look how close we are.
We flow into seawater.
How do you know?
Do you not smell it?
If that smells the sea stinks.
Yeah, I'm confused about that. Like, there are islands, and this is basically a giant lake, like a
Look
Great
at
Lake,
that. It's Thor.
which I get.
God of thunder.
That's right. I never thought you listened when Mother spoke of the gods.
I seldom did. Did she speak of one who could feel no pain?
Oh, that sounds like Baldur,
Baldur.
an Aesir god, son of Odin and Frigg.
And Odin is king.
That's right. Why do you ask?
Do not ask questions.
I see runes there.
Just know that I understand.
Can't quite make it out.
King of the gods are always terrible, just like my father.
It reads, sacrifice your arms to the center of the water. Awaken again the cradle of the world. What? Throw our weapons into the water? Guess that won't be a problem for you. Are you gonna do it?
Maybe I will. But remember, you are not the boss of me.
The axe did not return.
I wonder if it's like a feel. Like he can feel it in his hand. Just like, oh no, it's not coming back. That's amazing that thing didn't flip over.
What is this?
Dad, that's an eyeball? Are you blind?
It's the world serpent.
Stay calm, boy!
I am! This is great!
It speaks?
Yeah! Mom said he's friendly!
What is it saying?
I don't know! That was amazing!
He's saying I got a whole lot of bass
Wait,
in my voice.
there's a shipwreck way over there. See that? And there's a statue of Thor. Except I can see a lot more of him now.
The water dropped, and the serpent rose.
Oh, that must be why the beach wasn't there before, see? And there's the mountain. Look it, that building leads from the foot of the mountain to that golden temple.
Man, how beautiful some of this
It
stuff
was all
is.
just under the surface.
Except for the statue. Good thing, huh? There's even a dock. There, next to the flag.
I will say, I
We'll
am
go to the dock
happy.
first, right? We'll be the first people to walk on it in who knows how long.
You know that serpent?
He's one of the giants. He's so big he's wrapped around the whole world and bites his own tail.
An exaggeration.
I don't know. Looked pretty big to me.
But like, you know, this game came out on PS4. It was beautiful.
A very long time.
And it came out on PS5, you know, with a little bit upgraded graphics. It looks super nice.
Is this the way to the mountain?
It would seem.
If it isn't the bearded beaver, it is Sackseed. Have I got something for you too?
Brock? But how did you...
None of your fucking business. Now get in here. I got something for you.
Man, I
and
love
don't
Brock.
go making pig eyes at my spot. I saw it first.
I won't, I promise.
Okay. What do you think he wants?
To test our patience.
When word gets out about my new shop, folks
Come
will
on, Kratos.
finally come out of hiding. They'll be clawing all over each other just to catch a whiff of my wares. You watch. You rust around like that everywhere? Yeesh.
Oh yeah. What are we doing here?
Catch! The pile of rocks there? With that key of Yggdrasil, you can open a magic door to the branches of the World Tree. A shortcut between the realms. If you ever see him out in the world, use it to get back to me quick. But it's only one way. Straight back here and nowhere else. And whatever you do, never, never, ever, never, ever throw yourself over the edge of the path, lest you want death.
Yeah, I don't see us
Would it be death? Or would it be just falling into an endless nothing? I mean, I guess eventually you would die of, like, malnutrition and whatever else. I'm not really sure how all that works, but... Nope.
Let's
It
get
was
you
too late to
squared
do that.
away then. Best of luck with all the rampaging.
Alright, so we've upgraded everything. And I believe this is where I'm going to call it quits for this episode. So, we were able to meet the Witch of the Woods. And she figured out or knew we were a god. And then you got Brock, who is in his new location, a permanent spot, because you're going to have to come back to him when you're playing. Which is actually a really cool feature. I was kind of annoyed at first that, you know, you can only come back to him, but it beats having to go way out of the way to come all the way back from some places. So, because before I left, in the second episode, I made a comment about the pile of rocks that looked like a gateway to somewhere, right? And so that was at the beginning of the last episode, and you saw how far we had to come just to get to this point where we would come from the map. So, yeah, it's a lot of traveling, so it's nice to do that. Other than that, we've upgraded the boy a little bit. We've put different things on our armor and made us stronger. We are more awesome than we were before. And next time we'll start to climb the mountain. And then maybe I'll do an episode where I go look for stuff offshore, but I might, you know, lower the sea level to do that first. Besides that, if you liked this, like and subscribe. I want to thank all you legends for watching, and I think you guys are awesome. Thanks for being here. Again, if you want, leave a comment. I will get back to you. Other than that, I hope you have a wonderful, beautiful day, and until next time, peace.
I never answer to no, man, I still go.